Like even when I'm traipsing through the wilderness, I'm in a dress. And if I'm hiking, I'm in a dress. And if I'm...
It's true. Yeah, it's an interesting process for sure. We have to bounce it off each other, so if I'm working on something, she has to think it's groovy and fun. And
he's an amazing songwriter, but sometimes working out those kinks, just figuring out if it feels weird. There's certain things that you say that sound really strange coming from a different person. Like there's just certain things that I'm like, I wouldn't say that, and I don't want to sing that. And
I wouldn't say it that way.
Right. So we kind of sometimes we'll work on different, verbiage and things like that, just to make it sound more
like a dude.
Right, basically, so that I can have a feminine feel to what I'm saying instead of coming across really masculine or really sharp or something I don't mean to portray. He's definitely the more prolific writer. He's very talented in that, and it comes really naturally to him. Whereas I tend to be a lot more in my head about things. I'm not necessarily, like for me, it'll be a conversation I had with someone or a feeling I had the day before or something like that. Like they're just kind of things that resonate with me. And so that tends to be more, I'm a lot more of an emotional writer, and it's a lot harder for me to be like, I'm gonna sit down and write a song right now. Like I usually have to be totally inspired. And I'm pretty inspired by life and the people around me.
For sure.
So it's pretty easy to do. There's a lot of beautiful human beings in our life. So I think that it tends to be something that will motivate and inspire me.
People, they see what we're doing and they'll get kind of an idea that everything that we do with a band and music is very romantic.
Right.
And it is, on the face of it, it's awesome. But actually working things out is not so romantic. It's very much like
challenging.
Bit of a, there's some grind to it. Me coming up with ideas that I like, and she's like, I don't know, I don't like that. It's like, dang it.
Right.
Or vice versa, or whatever. So
I think it was Fatboy Slim that said in an interview, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but he said he knew when he would write a hit song because he would play it for his wife and she would be like, oh, I like it. Because when you live with somebody and you're married for, we've been married 19 years, so when you've been together that long, like you just can tend to be too harsh or too like, nope, I don't like it. Like it's not working for me. And you just, when you're around it constantly 24/7, you just have a lot, I think you're harder on each other than you need to be sometimes. But I always liked that about Fatboy Slim, that he said he knew when he wrote a hit because his wife would be like, yes, that one, what you're playing right now, I love that. And that's a really good sounding board for us. Like when we write something and the other person's excited about it, then we know we're onto something good.
We got into the blues through a friend of ours that we started the band with, and got us to realize how important and how awesome the blues is. I don't know. I feel like the blues is just as relevant as, musically as it ever has been.
Absolutely. And I think the swing vibe and the jazz and the just kind of the old school throwback retro thing came just because that's what I was attracted to. That's the music I listened to. And we kind of married it, like the blues kind of married the swing, and now that I think what came out of that is our sound as the Sara Brown Band, and it's what I'm attracted to. I dress like this most of the time. I mean, not quite like this, but a lot of the time. I'm pretty much always in a dress, and I really love that. I think I grew up with my mother wearing dresses a lot. That was like a dress code for her. She had to wear dresses every day. And so for me, that just feels really natural. Like even when I'm traipsing through the wilderness, I'm in a dress. And if I'm hiking, I'm in a dress. And if I'm...
It's true.
Yeah, and that's how I roll. And I'm comfortable that way. And I don't do it, I just am comfortable with that. And that's kind of, I came into it because it felt natural for me. I don't feel natural doing things that are really trendy. It's just, I like the throwback retro. I think I'm a vintage soul.